Oh, new email. Dear Hewy, could you please review Fritz the Cat from Silverzio? Like I haven't been asked that about a million times before. Dear Silverzio, no. Love, Hewy. There we go.
Ding!
Oh, what's this?
Congratulations, you just won $500,000. Click here to obtain details.
Yeah, right. I'm not that stupid.
I would ignore this if I were you, Hewy. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
What the? Who's this?
I'm sorry, the correct answer was, what is rejected opportunity? Please pick another category.
And you are...
I am Digit, master of science. I have come from another dimension of my own means, leaping through another dimension of other reviewers in my quest to take... request suggestions of my own means. Oh, come on, it's not the first time you've seen a digital mad scientist.
Nope. 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 No, I'm not doing this. No.
Oh, I think you'll reconsider once you hear what I have to say about this. Programmed in this amazing piece of technology,
Dude, I told you, I'm not doing this. It's done. I refuse to rip off Linkara and the Spoony one. So please just leave my screen.
Fine. Have it your way. I guess you want me to unleash a computer virus so major it shall form a wormhole, causing me to emerge and personally kick your arse. What do you say about that?
Wait, what?
No time for waiting. I warned you. Now all I need to do is plug in a code that shall unleash the egotistical Cucamonga virus. A worm so powerful it will turn your hard drive into a large rip between the space and time that exists in your dimension, emerging with mine, causing me to jump to your dimension of personal butt-kicking. Any last words?
Is there anything I can do to stop you?
Stop me. Well, since you put it that way, you could review what I have in mind as sort of a trade-in for not infecting your computer. A sort of a request, shall I say?
Well, I've already had a giant request a film for me to review. So, yeah, sure, why not? Alright, Doc, what have you lined up for me to review?
Tell me, doctor, where are we going this time? Is this the 50s or 1999? So take me away, I don't mind, but you better promise me I'll be back in time. I gotta get back in time.
Hey everyone, Huey Lewis here. Welcome to Huey's Anime Movie Reviews, the show where I review anime films from old to recent, whether they're hand-drawn, stop-motion, or computer-generated. Oh yeah, this is Digit, an evil scientist from a parallel universe.
Sore throat, I presume.
Yeah, you can say that. Anyway, he's requested a film for me to review. Luckily, it just came out a few days ago, and it's right up his alley.
Oh, just you wait. Just you wait.
Okay. Anyway, released on June 8th, 2010, the movie is... Despicable Me.
Since the film's new, I'm not going to spoil anything important. So with that, on to the review. Our main character, Gru, is a supervillain who seems to be losing his luster. So to regain his confidence, he plans the biggest heist in the history of the world. He is going to steal the moon. That is, until the day he encounters the immense will of 3 little orphan girls who look at him and see something that no one else has ever seen. A potential dad.
I'd tell you more, But like I said earlier, that would be spoiling.
Oh, I assume. Why so? Not to spoil the wretched pain and peril that you felt while being tortured while watching this movie. Ooh, the pain!
Actually, it wasn't that bad.
Beg your pardon?
I liked the movie. It was funny, some of the characters were pretty good, and some moments just pull at your heartstrings.
Oh, that's a good one. I never seen a joke this good since Orson Welles' War of the Worlds radio broadcast.
I'm not joking. If you don't believe me, look at RottenTomatoes.com.
Let's see. 80% based on positive feedback alone?
Hey, I was surprised at first too, dude. I mean, it's like a mix between The Grinch and a series of unfortunate events. Only it doesn't have Jim Carrey.
But does that mean it's a perfect film? No, it doesn't. Some of the jokes aren't that funny, some scenes are predictable, boring, and the main villain, Vector, is just plain silly. But still, I did enjoy the movie, but it's still not as funny as Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Did I miss anything?
Oh, how about those mutant corn pop minions of his? Probably were as annoying as Jar Jar Binks.
Actually, no.
Gru's minions were by far the funniest characters in the movie. They're like a combination of corn pops, glow sticks, and those insane white rabbits from those Nintendo games. They need to start making short films starring these guys. I'm sure they'd be just as successful as the Scrat and Cars shorts.
That's nothing. I once created a zombie army made totally out of French fries. They ate each other in 5 seconds flat.
Uh-huh. Anyway, how about we skip trivia time and move straight onto the cast?
Oh, go on, like it won't do any good.
Gru is played by comedian Steve Carrell, best known from his work on The Office, Saturday Night Live, Bruce Almighty, The 40-Year-Old Version, and the recent film Date Night. I like how he portrays the character of Gru, a supervillain past his prime, not being able to do as many daring things as he used to, and whose life goal is to go to the moon. He isn't the kind of villain you'd love to hate. He's the kind that you actually root for and want to be a good father to his 3 new children. Plus, his Russian accent is pretty cool. His nemesis Vector is played by Jason Segel, and I must say this is the only performance in the movie that I didn't enjoy. I mean, his voice was funny, but the character himself is a joke. What kind of supervillain is highly successful and yet dresses in an orange workout suit and invents things like a squid launcher? Although his headquarters is pretty damn awesome. Other voices include Russell Brand, Will Arnett, Miranda Cosgrove, and surprisingly enough, Julie Andrews. Now that's pretty cool.
Wait! Julie Andrews? What is Mary Poppins doing in this?
Playing Gru's mom. Anyway, on to my final thoughts on the film.
Overall, Despicable Me is anything but despicable. It's funny, heartwarming, and reminds you of the Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons with how zany it is at times. It's not as good as the earlier films I reviewed this year like How to Train Your Dragon or Toy Story 3, but it comes pretty close. So, I give it a rating of 3.5 stars out of 5.
Now besides this film, I'm surprised there'll be another supervillain movie coming out later this year in November. But I'll get around to reviewing that when it's released. There, I reviewed the film as you requested. Are you happy now?
Happy? Happy? You took the ticket, you rode the ride, and yet you survived! Nuts to this. I'm gonna unleash that virus anyway.
We'll see about that, you piss-poor Dr. Insano ripoff.
Oh, for God's sakes, there is a fine line between originality and bending the laws of copyrights. You had your chance, and now get ready to taste my foot once I'm through with you.
Learn to be original, for crying out loud. Well, that's all for now. Be sure to join me in my next review. See you at the movies. Anime movies, that is.